A very good morning, yo. How are you doing? Wherever you are. This is a cloudy morning, windy. I'm here at the Shawn, just going around and watching how the crop is progressing. So we've got some good crop of turmeric. I'll show it to you just now, and we've got some ginger too. This is all organic, as you probably already know. Here we do 100% organic, even the maize that we plant for own consumption, the tomatoes, anything, our groundnuts, our mbora, all of it is 100% organic. We ship a lot of manure into this uh, homestead for use. By the way, this is G&D Farming Enterprises in Mondoro, a new kid on the block. This place is only, I would say, a year and 2 months old. We started it last year. But obviously, it has been a lot of hard work, a lot of passion. When we started off with just, I would say, 7 beds of ginger, organic ginger, which were about 20 meters long. And we invested a very respectable 30 kgs of seed into that crop. Now, this year, we've kind of increased it a bit from 30 kgs. Now we've planted ginger, we've planted organic ginger, we've planted 400 kgs of seed. And on top of that, we've then brought in the new kid on the block, which is the organic turmeric. So just now, I'll show you the crop. It's a month and a half. We planted it late September, so October, November. In fact, we planted it early October, and it is now almost 2 months old. Yeah, so we will see how it all has developed. And just for your own information, this turmeric that I'm showing you now is really a new crop. We are learning as we're going. We recently had a crop of um, organic garlic in this same area. A couple of beds which we harvested, and immediately after we put in organic turmeric and organic ginger. So over to the crop now, you see for yourself, and we will observe it and watch it together as I go around, just showing you how it has all progressed. Right, here we are. So if you look, there's a lot of germination taking place. Inevitably, the crop does not all germinate at the same time. So it takes a bit of time for it to germinate. As you can see, some of it is still shooting. You can see the sharp spikes that are in the ground. And a couple of them are here. You see this one here? This one, just below. That sharp spike, that's a crop that is germinating. Even that one there, the very tiny one. See this one here and the one next to it. But then when you look, you also see some that is quite developed with about 3 or so leaves that have come up. It's looking pretty healthy, and we've been watering it fairly well. And I would say, lucky for us, we've had a substantial amount of rain to the extent that we're getting a bit worried because our water does not drain well. It does, but we still have a few issues with it. So here's our organic turmeric. Here we invested about 100 kgs into this crop. We foresee us expanding this same crop into next year. And like I said, this is our first season with this crop, so we're learning a lot on how to manage it. So that is that. On the left here is our organic ginger. Similar to organic turmeric, it takes time to fully germinate, but you can see now it's looking reasonably well. Some beds are yet to come up, some are looking okay, and we've got some beds where it is yet to germinate, because these ones here, we planted them in early November. So there's a real difference here between that and this of over a month. There isn't any sign of germination yet. We expect it to start germinating probably in a week's time. So these beds here are the last ones that we did. These ones are much longer than the ones behind me. These ones are about 60 meters long, and in here we put in 200 kgs on these beds here. They're quite long, and they're all on drip. On drip line, we put a substantial amount of manure underneath there. Really, I mean, if you think about it, we're putting about 850 kg sacks per line. So that's substantial. So you can do the math and say 8 bags of 50 kgs per line, and we've got 4 lines per bed. That is quite some manure there. So if you can work it out in terms of weight, it will give you some substantial amount of tonnage that we've put in there. So it is yet to germinate. As you can see, there's no sign yet. Hopefully in the next couple of days or so, we'll begin to see a couple of shoots popping up. So this is G&D Farming Enterprises. We also do the other organic crops for ourselves, for use, for sale, like finger millet, which will be popping up very soon. As we speak, it's in beds there, in the nesting beds, and in about a month's time, it should be ready for planting to my left-hand side. We also did experimental maize on manure, organic maize, and the difference with a place where things have not been fertilized is really amazing. We've got a line there, the row number 3 and 4 there, this one. If you look towards the end there, you see a very tiny crop. We put fertilizers there on a virgin land. We hadn't planted anything there, but the soil needed a lot of fertilization. As you can see, this one, if you look at compare the soil, just this one and that one, you can see how this one is darker and how that one is much lighter. We had our garlic here, that's why it's looking quite healthy. And all this crop that you see, we haven't done anything to it. It is just growing on our last harvest manure and feed, and it is looking pretty healthy. And we also did a bit of groundnuts here for the madam, a bit of groundnuts, and in there you can see all those tomatoes popped up while we were doing our organic garlic. They were in the manure, and we've just been harvesting and enjoying the tomatoes that have come out of it. They've been fantastic. So in short, this is G&D Farming Enterprises. I will be showing and sharing more with you. That's our homestead, that's our what we have put up so far. It really feels like home, and we enjoy being here. So sometimes we take turns, me and Gertrude Mandisiza, to be here. One is here, one is in town running other things, but we all love to be here. It's refreshing, nice fresh air, nice clean fresh air, and you know, it's nice to be with plants, nice to be in an environment where there's no hum and noises or anything of that nature. We just love this place. That's why we call it our Shawn. Shawn meaning Kumusha, short for Kumusha, and Un meaning town. So we've converted this into a place that is in between home, Kumusha, that people used to dread, in the town that you guys love so much, because we literally feel that there's nothing that one would want to have to live here that is missing. So that's why we call it our Shawn. Um, I would like to say thank you for watching, and do enjoy the next installment. Probably by then, I'll be sharing with you other developments that will be happening here. There's a lot more that is in store, and so keep watching, and thank you.